What I do most of the time is I create life-size sculptures made out of cardboard and paper, and then I photograph them, and after I'm done with the photograph, I actually destroy the sculpture itself. So what you look at is a recreation of something you might know. In the size, you know it, but you know at the same time that it's not existing anymore. It's very much about the idea of time, letting things pass, and the fragility of our idea of reality. I started to appreciate very much the idea of luxury, but also the idea of intelligence, which Prada for me represents today. And when they approached me about doing something with my work for the shop windows, for the worldwide distribution, I saw something else in it, which is like the idea of the public in the street, rather than the idea of the public in an art gallery, the idea of images in the real world, in the world which is not limited to the museum or the gallery. That was of great interest for me. The artwork itself, it's a series of images which I would the whole title of the whole thing is Hanami. Hanami is like the time of the cherry blossom, there's a Japanese word for that. And the flowers are in full bloom, so you can choose whatever title you want in that sense, but like the overarching idea is called Hanami. The cherry blossom it's one of the most global images you can think of. It stands for youth, it stands for emotion, love, the hope that the future will be better than the past, which in this case is the winter, which wasn't great, and that the spring kind of brings back excitement and joy of life. The continuation of the images through the display of windows, which is not like this repetition of the same motif again and again, but it's kind of actually running through like a narrative. I think that's kind of ambitious, but also will look great, hopefully, simply. And it will be a sparkling display of pictures. Fashion is something very time-related. Fashion is different from costumes. Fashion is different from trying to find another identity. Fashion has to fit somehow to the identity of the person who wears it, as we all know. My own photography, my way of my thinking of photography is like that. It shows something. At the moment it shows something, it's over. The idea of bringing those two together in the real world is why I'm really intrigued with the idea of the Hanami in the Prada windows.